To you the best story I know on optimism. We've got a lot of pessimism going around today. If there's anything we need more of, it's optimism. This is the best story I know on optimism. In the little town of Mound Bayou, which used to be, I presume still is, an all-Negro community, there was a young man who was draft age. There was no question about it. He was going into service. It was just a matter for him to decide whether he was going to join up or be drafted. So, his girlfriend started in on him several weeks before the deadline. So she said to him,
Say, Henry, honey, say, why don't you join the paratroopers?
Said, why don't I do what?
Say, why don't you join the paratroopers, honey?
He said, I don't join the trooper.
She said, yeah, but honey, say you join the paratroopers, say you sure be a hero.
Said, I don't care now nothing about being now a hero. I want to stay alive.
well, of course, you know what happened. Love won out. And he joined the paratroopers, and they sent him right over to Fort Benning, Georgia. He got over there, and he took all the preliminary jump training. And it came time for them to go up and hip the silk to mean business for the first time. They were up there, 50 of them in this transport plane. He was 49th in line, the only Negro in the bunch. The captain stood up, the jump master. All right, men, we're just 2 minutes from over the jump area. I want to give to you these last-minute instructions. I want you to follow them specifically.
Ooh, follow them how?
I want you to follow them specifically. Now remember, when I give the signal, I want you men out of here just like hogs on ice. I don't want any stalling at the door. When I give the signal, you jump, you take the correct count, you take your right hand over your left hip and pull the main ripcord. Now, if something happens...
Ooh, yeah, something happens.
If something happens and that chute does not open, you take your left hand over your right hip and pull the emergency chute. Now, when you get down on the ground, there'll be trucks down there to take you back into camp. Well, there he stood, just bug-eyed and knees knocking and scared plumb to death. Sure enough, the captain gave the signal. They started out there just one after another. They got to him, and he just stalled right in the door. When he did, the jump master just booted him right on out. Well, he didn't count nothing. He took that right hand over that left hip and he pulled the main ripcord. Sure enough, nothing happened. The left hand over the right, and he pulled the emergency chute. Still nothing happened. And his buddy heard him as he whistled by him say,
Now I bet them trucks ain't gonna be down there neither.
you know,